Discover Buick, one of America's fastest growing auto brands. See for yourself why Lexus and BMW owners are switching to Buick.
We're fighting and acting and preparing like champions, and not settling for a 500 mentality.
What have you seen from Ray since he's been back? I know you always say it takes
I mean, he's just got to be more consistent. I think he's definitely improved from week 1 to week 2, but there's just still too many glaring plays in there that he's just got to become consistent. He's got to learn how to prepare. And again, that's a process. I mean, and if you don't submit to the process, you can't get better. Until it becomes a habit, you can't get better. And so it's a process each week. The game plan, prepare, do all the mental work, and then let it rip. And that's what we got to get to with him.
On the new depth chart, you have Jake Whiteclaw also as a at punter.
Yep.
Is that something that he does pretty well?
He does well. He does well. Dalton struggled the other day, and we can't have that in a game of that magnitude, period.
So it'll just come down to how each of them practices.
We'll let him compete all week. We'll probably figure it out by game time.
And Chantrell at left tackle, I guess that's an open competition there.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. We're not getting enough out of the left tackle. It's just as simple as that. We're not getting enough out of left tackle. We've tried multiple guys over there. I don't like the way it looks, and it's going to get fixed. Hart knows it. Jed knows it. All right, and I know it, and I can't look at it anymore. So we need to play better at left tackle.
If Chantrell wins that battle, then does Brandon move to guard possibly, or?
Look, we just play the best 5. That's it. Whoever the best 5 are, they'll play, and we'll go from there.
With Dalton, was it like a hang time, or?
It was short, and it wasn't a lot of hang. His last one was his best one, so hopefully he'll build off of that. But just not relaxing through this swing, not rhythmic, and he's just got to settle down and relax.
Coach, what's the challenge of preparing against it? Obviously, a team that has a lot of different wrinkles running the ball, but then you look on the stat sheet and they get average 28 yards a catch. So I mean, it's obviously a tough.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the challenge of that?
They lose a lot of lunches in the week. Just they're good. I mean, Paul's great. They have a great system. They're very efficient with it, and it's about discipline. It's really about a test of who we are. Are we going to finish? Are we disciplined? Do we bring our training to the game, and do we apply our football knowledge to the game? It's really critical.
You mentioned on the teleconference that Paul's evolves with his offense.
Yeah.
How about since you last time faced him? What have you seen? He's got different athletes. What have you seen different?
Well, I mean, he's got different athletes. There's no question. I think he would say he's got better athletes. I think the line is bigger and more physical. The fullback is a runner. Really can hurt you. Again, the slot backs are averaging an incredible amount per touch. So clearly that's a function of speed and beating teams to the alley and beating them on the perimeter with force. So again, they do a great job. It's going to be a great challenge for our defense, and they're playing 3-4 for the first time we've seen all year. So it's a challenge for our offense.
Al, you guys went Wildcat with James and Benjamin. What was your thinking? What was your thinking in terms of trying that? Is that something that you might want to do more of?
Yeah, I think we've always had it in. Have we not run that yet this year?
I haven't seen it. Maybe you have.
We've had it in. It just was unfortunate. We mistimed the snap on that situation. So again, we're going to keep working with it. Mike's good at it, but obviously. Good execution on the play.
Thomas Finney it seems like he's not part of the mix right now as far as the 2 deep goes, and Casey Rogers has kind of elevated himself. Just talk about that position.
Okay, well, I mean, they're fighting it out. I mean, Finney actually played pretty good in the game when he did get in, so made a big stop, TFL, I believe, and let he and Casey fight it out there, and again, we're just trying to find the best 8 back there.
Al, Tyrone Cornelius, I saw him on crutches after the game.
No, everybody's on crutches after the game. So
is he done or not?
No, don't say. I mean, we need Tyrone. Again, everything's precautionary anymore, and I would say he'll be ready to go. He looked good today.
Did Chantrell play many snaps the other day?
Probably 15, 16.
2 more guys.
Is that below what he had done previous?
Again, it's a function of who do you want me to take out right now. So he's going to have a chance to compete over Brandon, over at the left side, for the very reason that you're asking me the question. Maybe he should be giving us more. He hasn't demonstrated that he's better than the other 4. maybe he'll have a chance to compete over there at left tackle. So we'll see how that goes.
You guys were 2-3 last week. Now you go up and play a 5-1 team. You've got everything's been following you for 2 months. And then JoJo's personal stuff, Lee's personal stuff. Do you ever wonder how much this team was supposed to be able to take?
It's a resilient group. Again, when you have leadership and unity, you got a chance to, kind of withstand the storm, if you will. So, again, I think they're doing good. I mean, they had a good look today. Hopefully, they're not as high as they were after Ohio State. We're trying to keep them consistent. It looked like they had a good approach today, Tim. So, I mean, it's a strong group, and obviously, I think there's a bond there that took a long time to create. Hopefully, we'll be able to stay with it.
Real quick, going back to O-line, Feliciano, how would you assess how he's played?
Very well. Very well. Again, I don't want to go ranking him, but I think Gunn has performed the most consistent. Linder was the first 3 games. I think Gunn has taken his game up to the next notch, and so now it's time for Horn and Linder to try to take their game up. And I don't think there's anybody in the building who wouldn't say Felice right now is really doing an excellent job for us.
Thanks, Coach.